10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Let's go.
What up? It's Friday.
Raise the stakes, let's go raise the stakes with JT and Carrie. Let's go. Oh.
Can you believe it's Friday again?
Man, it's
Look,
the weeks go by.
I gotta do the
Raise
JT.
the stakes, let's go raise the
Let's do it though. We'll just have it rolling the whole time in the background.
Bro, and I saw your live stream before the live stream,
Right.
and you
I
had the
can't
hat
wait.
on.
Right. Someone. Why did I do that again? Oh, I was talking. I was talking. You guys got to tune in to raise the stakes after this. It's gonna be me and JT. How you been?
Man, I've been real good, and I can't even believe that last weekend was the meetup. It feels like a month ago now.
I was just gonna say the same thing. It really did. Like, I legitimately looked on my calendar because I was like, "Wait, was that 2 weeks ago?" No, we were talking about it last Friday, and here we are now. It's crazy.
It was amazing. That meetup was awesome. Dr. Tony Hampton, man, the Carnivore King.
Carnivore.
Man, I just love Dr. Tony, man. He's got such a gentle soul, and he's got a big, huge heart. And man, he just did a great job. You did such a great job, man. You're on your way to talking at conferences, and there was a clip of Bill in there, man, and everybody came out, man. It was nice. I finally got to meet Adam in person, Alia in person, all sorts of other people that been a lot of the people who watch Raise the Stakes I got to meet, man, and take photos with. Yeah, look at that, man. Like that's a crew right there, man. Bunch of knuckleheads, but man, look at the smiles though, man. If that doesn't tell you that carnivore diet helps you heal and gets you back to your old happy self, man, I don't know what does. That photo just it says a million things without saying anything, man.
I know, isn't it a beautiful thing?
It's
I was just thinking because I'm coming up on my 1 year, JT. Imagine, look at each of these individuals. Imagine had we been cowards and not done carnivore, where would we be right now?
not
And
smiling, that's for sure.
you know, and JT knows about this because thank you, JT. You're helping me out with. I'm putting together my 1 year video with a bunch of highlights. But all of the highlights and craziness that happened, the one thing that was just I can't get out of my mind right now is imagine I didn't do carnivore, not for the selfish reasons, like all of the crazy health things, but all of these people on the screen I never would have met.
Well,
Dr. Barry, Dr. Chafee, JT, Adam, Bill. I wouldn't even know Bill right now had I not done this.
Kerry, I've talked to you before about it. The power of a decision. Then I talk about that all the time. And you made one decision to do this diet, and you made another decision to share your story. Those decisions that we all make, man, we all get to make decisions all day long. And I think people take it for granted. They think their decisions have no power, no consequences. Decisions have so much power, Kerry, and I'm glad that you made those decisions, buddy.
Well, and everyone that decided to be a carnivore too, shout out to you because I love the decision talk too, JT. I know I've mentioned it before, but my girls will be like, shut up, Dad. But I always tell them over and over again for years, your life is the result of the decisions you make. It's all on you. You could decide to do this or do that, but
hey, they're listening to you because now they're making the decision to share their stories.
Yeah.
We got Outdoor Katie, we got Emma, you know, Jen's got her channel. Like everybody, your parent, your mom is doing it. Like people are making decisions because you led by example and made the decision, man. And you're showing people how to do it. And when is the 1 year for you?
Wednesday.
Everybody put a happy early carniversary for Carrie, man. Happy carniversary. Put a happy carniversary in the comments for Carrie, man. I'm just saying it early, man. Congrats to you. I know you're gonna make it. Proud of you, dude.
We got 5 days left. I don't know, man. That ice cream's looking pretty good.
Yeah. That Culver's flavor of the day is calling.
That duck food looks pretty tasty. I don't know, man. It depends. When I drive past Culver's, I always joke and say this, JT, because I used to do it every single time I go past Culver's. No matter what the flavor of the day would be, I'd be like, well, we got to see what that flavor of the day is. I'm trying to do good on my diet. Oh, I can't. It's got Butterfinger. We got to stop. Oh, it's got Heath. We got to. Oh, it's got chocolate. Oh, it's got ice cream in it. We better stop. Like no matter what, we got to stop.
But now my flavor of the day is I'm like, man, am I gonna do bacon or bacon wrapped steak?
right?
You know, like what is my flavor of the day gonna be? And it's totally changed, man, from sugar things. And Carrie, I want to say too, another thanks to you, man, for putting on the Montello meetup, man, and then having it be free. I brought my mom, and I've talked to her countless times about keto and carnivore, and it went in one ear and out the other. And finally, when she was at the meetup, something must have sunk in, and she's been doing keto since the meetup, and she's already lost 6 pounds.
Wow.
And she
Shout
said
out
she's never
Melody.
lost
Shout out
6 pounds,
Melody.
man. She's
JT's
never-
mom is an angel, by the way. I know I keep saying it, but I said this about Dr. Hampton. Every now and then in life, you meet an incredible individual. You got to pay attention. JT's mom is incredible. She gave Jen an angel. She's making blankets for kids at the movie theater, and it's just such a sweet, nice person. Like, how does that? Isn't that awesome, JT? Like,
I'm so glad because I had a conversation with her on the way home from the meetup. It's a 2-hour drive for me, and she might not let me like me talking about this, but I just said to her, I said, Mom, I'm not telling you what diet to do. I said, but at some point, you have to realize that if you don't try keto or carnivore and you continue on your path, that you're choosing to love junk food more than you love your life and love being here, because that stuff does not love you back, and it's gonna look to take you out of the game the first chance it gets. And I told her I love you, and this is, you do what you want, but I said at some point you have to choose that you want to be here and be a grandmother for my son William. You want to see his smiling face more than you want to see junk food on your plate.
wow.
And that was just being real, man. Like, you have to choose your life, your health over junk. You have to make a decision. And that's why I go back to the power of a decision, bro. And she was like, you know what? Screw it. I'm doing it. She didn't want to go hardcore keto. She said, or carnivore. She said she likes keto. And she's first time ever she lost 6 pounds in 1 week, and I couldn't be more proud of her. But if we have to sit down and talk with our friends and family, I would bring that up, man. At some point, you have to realize you're choosing Cheetos and stuff over your own being around your own family members and getting to hug them and smile and to be with them. And maybe I would suggest we try to make this an annual thing, a gathering of the carnivores. I used to work with Insane Clown Posse, and they had gathering of the Juggalos. It's an annual thing they do every year. They just get together and have a good time, and I always enjoyed that. But too many drugs at that one. But we should do gathering of the carnivores. Maybe make it a yearly thing. And
I love it.
If we do it again, I just suggest you guys maybe try to bring someone from your family that is kind of on the fence, and that event might be the thing that tips the scales in their favor for their health, like it did for my mother.
Yeah. I love it. I'm on board. And you know what? Look at the picture we have on the screen. You know what that was? Year 1. Next year we got to do it. We'll have this up. We'll be posing with the 2. Year 2.
I'll run out of fingers. I want to do it so many times we run out of fingers, man.
I know. I'm like, yearly, JT. What are you talking about? Let's do it monthly. Like, I'm ready to do more of these.
Tomahawk steak and put candles in it. What year we're on?
Right. It was so much fun, just like seeing everybody, but seeing all of the individuals that came and just seeing a whole room of like-minded people that want to get their health back, get their lives back. That was really, really inspiring. And I'm hooked. I want to do more. Hey, quick shout out here. Terry Mandel. So this was one of the beautiful things with this is
Terry.
We do all these live streams, and a lot of time we're preaching to the choir. They're 99% carnivore already. Terry came into the theater. Terry is a friend of the Montello Theater. She's come in a couple times, and she came up to me before, and she's like, well, I don't want to give too much away, but she's not a carnivore like us. She was learning more about this and wanted to get her health in order. And so she's just giving us an update now, which I was thinking about you, Terry, afterwards, like, I wonder how it worked out. I have not had any ice cream or candy so far all week since the meetup. I did have bacon and eggs for breakfast today. My belt is 1 notch tighter already. Congratulations. That is a really good start.
My mom literally just told me that, and she said the other night my dad was like, "Hey, let's go to Culver's for some ice cream," and my mom said, "No, I haven't had sugar all week, and I'm not doing it." My dad was like, "What?
Nice.
So yeah, good for you, Terry. I'm so
good job.
Like
bacon and eggs for breakfast. I tell everyone Like if you're gonna do baby steps or anything, like your mom, she wants to do keto, maybe carnivore later. At the very least, no more cereal, no more donuts, no more sugar in the morning. Bacon and eggs is one of the best things you could do. Baby steps getting into keto carnivore for sure.
I feel like my son is looking so much bigger every day, man, eating all this carnivore food. It's crazy, man.
Oh, just real quick, this little kid shout out. I didn't want to embarrass him, JT.
From
I
Texas.
wanted to pick him up and say, look at this kid, this little carnivore kid. Look at the smile on his face. Dude watches the channel. They came in from Texas. I'm so upset that I didn't get to talk to them
Look how
afterwards.
much he looks like his dad, man. Happy and healthy, man. That's
Yeah.
beautiful.
I wanted to invite him over to my house afterwards because I'm like, man, you came all the way up from Texas. Let's go. But unfortunately, I didn't get to talk to him afterwards. But I was so happy with that kid. He walked by when I was giving the little speech on the screen, and I gave him a little fist bump. And
I saw that. That was cute, man. You know, and so many people they wanted to take their picture with Carrie, which was awesome. But I also saw so many people mingling and meeting each other and getting to know each other. Just audience on audience, man. And it's just cool. Like I wonder how many people made friends there just that day, man.
yeah,
It was. I'm telling you, you got to do a gathering of the carnivores again, man.
I'm in for it. Even if we don't do something like this, if we just go to a park and hang out, that connection is so huge because we've talked about it before. I used to be so cynical with
We could
carnivore.
look
I'm
at
like,
your neighbor's farm, bro. If you
yeah,
want to.
I'm like, you just eat meat. Why is it so hard? No, it is hard because we're living in a world where everyone's eating sugar and we're the odd ones out. And every birthday party, everywhere you go, people are eating other stuff. So just hanging out with other people, making friends, networking. You follow them on Facebook, you talk to them on email, you meet up for dinner, things like that. It's huge.
Just watching the TV last night, and I saw this commercial for the new Nerds candy. It's literally like a gummy that's wrapped in Nerds. I'm like, it's sugar wrapped in sugar. Like me and my wife looked at each other. We were like, man, we're so glad we're out of that game. But no matter what you're doing, man, you try to watch one of your favorite programs, and they're flashing all this shit in front of you that they want you to buy. Like they want you to buy junk. They want you to buy stuff. They want you to buy chemicals when you could just use soap. Like it's just wild, man, what they got us doing. They got us buying gallons of chemicals and all sorts of junk food when we could be doing things the easy way.
Yep. Yeah, it's craziness. Oh, so the meetup was so much fun. I'm so thankful. I just can't believe, just looking at this picture too, I can't believe this. Can't believe this even happened. It's just crazy. But
That's
then afterwards,
look how packed it is, and that's just the first one.
yeah. Yeah, it was crazy. We offered 135 seats. All 135 were registered. A few people didn't show up. We did it for free, so I expected that to happen. But still, that's a pretty darn full house right there. That's way more full than we get for most movies. But
And I know why one of them didn't show up. Ellen, she's a local carnivore by me. Her friend had to go out of town to take care of her mother,
right,
and her dog is sick at the moment. Her friend, so she had to go watch the sick dog while her friend took care of her sick mother.
right.
I mean, so you got people just helping their neighbors, man. So that's why one of them couldn't make it. So we have such good people that were registered and didn't get to make it, man. So, and the people that did, look at that, man.
Look at that. And I didn't notice this till just yesterday. I was looking at this picture, JT. Look who's sitting to your left.
Oh yeah, yep, that family.
Yeah, the little buddy from Texas. So they were there then too. That's so cool. Big smile on his face.
And what's his name is so awesome. Is that Jose?
Jose, yep. Yeah,
Yeah.
Jose over on the side.
Yeah, that was awesome, man. And he came to the farm too, which was awesome.
I think I got another picture with him too.
Yeah,
There he is.
I love that photo because he was like, "Hold on." He started.
Hold on, he starts pulling his pants.
We
What
were
are you
like,
doing?
"Whoa, what's going on?" And he was like, "No, I'm just
Dude,
showing
this is a family event. What are we doing here? Come on.
Yeah. So yeah, you guys get it, man. And he'll need a new belt soon because there's no way you can put unless he's gonna start drilling new loops in that thing.
No, I told him, JT, I'm like, you're gonna have to wrap that around and clip it again. It's gonna be like a double wrap.
So proud of people, man. I'm honored to be part of healing humanity just by helping out, raising funds, whatever way, man. Whatever way I could help out with this movie, man. I'm just honored.
Oh man, I'm so thankful for you and Adam and Alia and Who's Your Carnivore Brett came all the way out. It's just crazy. I like I keep saying, the thing that I like is it's not like I'm doing this documentary. You guys help me. As I've said from the beginning, it's our documentary. And that's the beautiful thing about it. It's like it's happening because of everyone chipping in, everyone's stories. And it's
I
like,
got my bracelet.
yeah.
Healing humanity, you guys. The power of a proper human diet. You guys should get your bracelets.
Adam from Carnivore Today said this to me before Dr. Barry. It was one of the best things he could have ever said. He said, Carrie, it's bigger than us now. And I'm like, yes, that is it. Like any nerves I had with Dr. Barry, I'm like, no, this is bigger than me. Any nerves I have interviewing anyone, they're just gone. Even this thing standing up in front of everybody, this isn't about me standing up in front of everybody. It's about me sharing Bill's story on the screen, sharing JT's story, sharing Maggie's story. It's all about these stories that are so important. They're going to inspire people. There's 1 billion people right now in the world with depression and mental health issues that are hopeless. And it would be criminal of us not to share these stories and inspire these people and help these people and get the word out. So,
and hearing their stories, you know, just a couple people. And I think next time we do the gathering, we should give people an opportunity to share their story with everybody on the microphone, whoever wants to. And if everybody wants to, we'll sit there and listen to everybody. And we should film the whole damn thing and put it on the internet and show people.
100%. That was one of my big thoughts after this was I want to do more of these. And then what could we do better or differently? I think that's it, right? What you just said right there. Carnivores want to get their stories out because they've had just incredible changes. They're like, they want to be heard. And then you want to hear these stories too, because you've been in the same spot. So like, why don't we just do an event like that? We gather a bunch of people and they all tell their stories.
It's the documented stories that matter.
Yep.
Let's go.
Dr. Kiltz. And when we went to, speaking of friends here, Robin Heron, awesome. Robin came out to the Chicago meetup with Dr. Hampton. He had his phone and he's like, I want to hear every one of your stories, and went around to every individual. We got to do it. We got to get together, rent a theater, do it at Montello Theater again, and just share stories. And that's it. We just got to find a way to do it organized because it gets tricky. Because some people get passionate and then they end up spending 45 minutes. And we're like, hey, we got 20 more people that got to go. Yeah, we got to have like a time limit or something.
Bring a speaker and then everybody can eat and hang around the grill, man, as everybody shares a story, man. It's a win-win.
Yeah.
And then people driving by are going to be like, what the heck is this, man?
Look at this happy crowd of people. What are they doing? I want to know what they're doing. And the other win-win, JT, is,
man, and it won't be pot, man. It'll be ribeye smoke.
It's like a win-win-win-win. People can share their important stories that they want to share. People can hear their stories and they want to hear those stories. Other people driving by will see it. But then on top of all of that, maybe it uncovers yet another incredible story that we'd want to share in the documentary as well. So it's like, that's a no-brainer. We got to do it.
It's a triple, quadruple win, man. It's an infinite win.
We got so many cool people right now in the chat too, JT. This is crazy. We got Adam from Carnivore Today. Shout out Adam. Adam's awesome. A lot of those photos I showed you were from Adam and JT, the individuals. JT was up there running the camera too. And JT, I got to thank you so much because you got a perfect camera angle. I did a video recap and we have footage. We have the live stream and stuff like that. But JT was just going nuts with his camera. And you got some really good footage that I was able to use in the highlight. Dr. Hampton just messaged me yesterday or the day before, and he was like, thank you so much. The event was great. I think we're going to help a lot of people out. Just such a good guy. But we got Adam Carnivore Today in the chat. We got Robin Heron, Carnivorous Grandma. Absolutely love Robin. She's got a great YouTube channel. And then I just noticed the chat's going by so quick. We got Susan Hampton's here again.
Susan.
We got to do Carnivore roll call. Where are you from? Who's here? We talked to Terry. Oh, we got Ribeye Ranger, Jim, Ribeye Ranger. So Jim is married to Lynn Tucker Carnivore. Did I say that right? Yeah, Lynn Tucker Carnivore. They got the coolest YouTube channel. I was talking about this on the other stream. JT, if you're not checking out Lynn Tucker Carnivore, you're missing out.
Message me to check it out. I just haven't had the chance. I've been so dang busy with the content lately. They've
just done a couple of videos, but they're so good on camera. They're so funny. Just real quick, I mentioned this last time. Part of it's just my own vanity or whatever, but she did a video like 2 videos ago, and you look off in the back corner and there's a little picture frame, and it's a picture of me with Dr. Barry, with the Dr. Barry finger. But she was talking about just carnivore, and they're talking about their carnivore experience. And Ribeye Ranger here did a video not too long ago where he was cutting up ribeyes, like a huge chunk of it. I just happened upon it and I was like, oh, that's Lynn's husband. Oh, I see now. And then, but I saw him cutting steaks. So I'm like, I gotta watch this whole thing. But they've got a great YouTube channel. We got
Terry
Who's the
says,
Carnivore Brett?
Terry says
Carnivore
Montello
Stan?
City Park has a huge pavilion, Carrie.
Yeah. Yeah, we got to do it.
So let's do it. Carnivore Stan, what's up, my dude? Oh, we got Bill Knott up in here. We've got the heavy hitters. Primal Mike.
Primal Mike, 1 year coming up soon. Congratulations, Mike. May 1st. I intend on doing some live stream and perhaps with a few exceptional guests. Awesome.
Nice. Let's go.
Yeah, man. Everyone's on here. Shout out Bill Knott.
Red Top Rich, Lynn Tucker Carnivore's in here. Yes, Bill Knott is in the house. Bill, I got to tell you, man, you weren't there at the meetup, but there was a huge crowd of people that they're oozing from their hearts, man. And just from you, man, sharing your story. Like Bill got a bigger applause than Carrie did.
I told Bill that too. I said, you're world famous now. You do realize that, right? And he's like, I don't know why. I was like, how can you not know why? You're so inspirational. You're inspiring people. And one of the big things with Bill is they're like, Bill, if you can do this, some people would be like, oh, I can't relate to Bill. No, if Bill can do this, given all the circumstances, he's in Alaska, meat is incredibly expensive. Dude's been stuck in his house for 4 years, incredible amount of weight to overcome, and you're doing it, and you're killing it, Bill, and you're just awesome on camera. People love listening to you. It's just crazy. Yeah, I mentioned that at the beginning. I don't think it was in the video, so I was telling Bill about that. Before we started recording with Dr. Hampton, I just did an update on Bill, and everyone went nuts. The whole thing was clapping. It was funny for me, JT, because I'm thinking they're cheering for Bill now. He's going to be on the big screen in the documentary, so they're going to be cheering for him again. This is like a good dress rehearsal for Bill, and he's not even here yet. So
I think one of these gatherings, man, we should show Bill's story and then all of a sudden have him walk out from a certain door.
Oh, man. Can you imagine? He comes out from behind the stage, just walks out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, and it would be, I mean, I can just see it in my mind right now, man. And that's the cool part about Bill. He's so genuine. All he needs to do is walk out of his house, walk out from behind a door, just to walk out and show himself, man. And it's,
you gotta just walk out and then drop the mic.
Mic drop, like that's it.
Bill's awesome too. Like I said, we talk every day. He's got a new drone, and it was a little windy out, but he's getting fired up to take the drone out for a flight. You guys love Bill. I love Bill. JT, everyone loves Bill. Just wait. In terms of Bill's YouTube channel, man, he's got stuff planned. He's got the GoPro. He's got the drone. When he gets out into Alaska, the videos that we're going to be able to see, it's going to be incredible.
I can't wait for a Bill hug, man, when I get to meet him, man.
That's what he said. I said from behind the stage, no, fly down with my jetpack on, you mean? Yes.
Bro, let's go, man. I feel like Bill has way bigger plans
coming out.
Credit for. I love it.
That's awesome. Question for Bill. How's Daisy, Bill? I had a cat. I accidentally closed my truck door in the summer and called for him a few days and found him days later. Oh, no.
Wow.
Here's a nicer comment. Bill's a humble man. There we go.
Yeah, he's a genuine good soul, man. Like you could tell it comes from his soul, man. His story, how he feels and how he connects with people. And you don't find that much, man. That's why he's
well.
Amazing.
The other reason I think JT, not to pat myself on the back, but myself, but more so Bill, is you're going to get the truth. You don't get a lot of that in the world. You turn the news on, everything's biased, everything's slanted, everyone's got some sort of agenda.
Well, it's all bad news, man.
Oh, yeah, it's bad news. With Bill, you get good news and you get the truth.
He's just a bundle of good news, man. It's a feel-good story. Like how you can not watch Bill's story and feel good. Man, I would say you're not watching the right movie then.
Terry said, can't wait to see Bill walk outside. There's so much beauty in Alaska to see, Bill. That is the truth. I know I said it before, but man, you can't do it justice. And when Bill gets his YouTube channel going, taking it outside, and he's on the four-wheeler, going fishing, cooking steak over a fire, got the GoPro, the drone, that's just a crazy thing. Crazy.
Man, it's the future. The future is bright, bro. I'm gonna need shades in here.
All right.
Chris Wojo found your channel last night, starting tomorrow. Let's go, my dude.
There we go. Oh, you know, the other thing I was talking about Lynn Tucker before, I keep talking about her. So the thing that was really cool, I started doing this before and I think I ran out of them. I got to get more. She made a card up, a little business card that has the different doctors on it. And she listed Healing Humanity, which was very nice, but she listed the doctors on it. I did that a long time ago. Remember, I had the shirt, I eat only meat, ask me why. I've actually handed a few of those out, but the design she had on her card was way better than mine. I'm like, I got to get that design and just print some out and start doing that again. That could be another video, JT. We've already done the knocking on doors with strangers. We've done some crazy stuff, but the I eat only meat, ask me why, just talking to strangers in public and handing out the cards could be a fun one too.
Absolutely. We can do it. Especially we should go to like a college campus where they're really going to try to get up in our face. I would love that, man.
Right?
We got to do a carnivore roll call. I want to see where everybody's watching from because we got a lot of people who like this podcast, man.
Yeah, leave a comment. Where are you from? Erudicity. I bought a Life Pro vibration plate because of Bill. Just delivered yesterday. See how I go. That was awesome.
Man, you're going to be off to good vibrations. That's for sure.
Yeah, right. Bill, I think you were going to do like a video about lymphedema and the vibration plate and how it's working for you. I think that would be awesome because I think it's such a shame. Bill has got rid of a lot of his pain with this vibration plate, and this Life Pro company is an awesome company, but it's just such a shame because Bill went in for MRI. He talked to some doctors. None of them mentioned anything like this, and it fixed it. He's still got some
well, Kerry, they want you coming back, man. They're not going to tell you to fix your diet. They're not going to tell you things like that. They're going to actually help you. They don't want to be proactive. They just want to put Band-Aids on and keep putting Band-Aids on and more Band-Aids. It's disgusting. So we got to be proactive. We have to. The best defense is a good offense. We got to start going back on offense, and then we won't need to be on defense all the dang time.
CB Carmack, I'm telling everyone about Healing Humanity Carnivore since April 9th, coming up on a year. Oh, thank you so much, and congratulations.
We got Birmingham, England, Tucson, Massachusetts, Denmark, San Diego, California, Miami, Florida, Rick, quack, quack, Appleton, Wisconsin. Nice. Here, this one's for Rick, you guys. Look how cute this little duck is.
Where'd my duck go? Oh, I got so excited before I dropped mine.
God bless the ducks because they saved Rick from eating a lot of duck food. So, watching Carrie, hey JT and Carrie, watching live from Liberty Hill, Texas. What's up, Ribeye Ranger? Victoria, BC, Canada, South Africa. Let's go. Let's go. Seattle,
worldwide. Wow.
Arizona, San Diego.
Hey, Emma's here. Are you coming on camera? Come on, Emma.
Emma.
Well, I think she's coming. I think she's coming around. She's gonna make an appearance. Emma has entered the building.
Emma.
Hey, JT.
Hey.
You got to say hi to everyone. We got Ribeye Ranger. We got Bill. We got Stan. We got everyone on here. Rick's on here.
Hey, everyone.
We got our first appearance from Emma on Raise the Stakes, man. This is awesome.
Yeah. What are we on now? Episode 9. It took 9 episodes to get Emma on here. What are you doing today?
I'm filming a video.
What about schoolwork? You got schoolwork today?
Spring break.
She's on spring break right now, JT.
Oh, Emma.
What video are you going to film?
The pet's transformation and what happened to them. Because I want to inspire others to know what they're feeding their pets.
Carnivore Pets transformation video.
So I saw a commercial, Carrie, and it reminded me of Emma. It was for the farmer's dog. You guys should look up farmer's dog commercial. And it's like I wouldn't promote the food, but what they said about their food being more natural than the pebbles and stuff. They said no animal should have to eat processed food every day of their life. And I was like, wow, man, that's so true. And I don't think people think of that. You know, they think, well, it's dog food.
Right.
Yeah, it's not what the dog would be eating in the wild. So Emma, you should check that out. Farmer's dog commercial.
Farmer's dog commercial. Okay.
Yeah.
I will.
Yeah. And then you can
no dog
take some of that and put it into your stuff because they had a good message. I think they could have had better food even than what they say they got.
Right. No dog should be forced to eat processed waste its entire life.
I like that.
Yeah. So check that commercial out, please.
Emma, what's your channel people go watch?
Emma the Carnivore.
Emma the Carnivore. So when is that video coming up? We got to peer pressure Emma. We did this at the last one, and then she did a video the next day. When's the next video coming out?
I'm hoping Saturday. It takes me forever to edit.
Saturday is a good day to post videos.
Hopefully.
Saturday, Emma's guaranteeing a video on
hopefully.
Saturday.
Hopefully.
No, you just guaranteed it.
Oh, okay.
Emma, have you seen how much your confidence has grown on camera from when you first were trying your bacon and then the hard-boiled eggs?
Oh, yeah.
You've totally changed, and I think it's tough for us to see ourselves sometimes. But it's like when you don't get to see someone every day, you get to see the changes in them. I can see it in you. The acne's gone. You've got the glow. You've got the confidence. I'm telling you, you're killing it, Emma.
Oh, thank you so much. You too, JT. You too.
Thank you.
JT, you know what else she's going to be killing tonight at Montello Theater?
What?
Kung Fu Panda suit.
Really?
Yeah. Tonight. I'm taking the night off. Got it.
Would she have done that pre-carnivore? I don't know. But
I don't think so.
No, she was vegan. She would have been too tired.
Oh.
Well, that's awesome, Emma. And you guys take photos of that because that's fun moment that you'll want to remember. And those kids, it's all about the kids, man. When you put the smile on their face and they get to take a picture with who they think is the real panda, it makes you melt inside when you get those little hugs in the suit. It's so.
Oh, I'm excited.
Did you watch JT? Because there's some art to it.
No.
You got to have some moves. Do you have any moves?
No.
Hey, she saw you enough in it, man. You got some.
You got to do the karate, the Karate Kid kick.
Okay,
the crane kick. Do that over and over again. You know, another thing I was doing, JT, that was pretty fun. We have that popcorn sign in the front. So when the kids would start walking up, I'd go hide behind it like a ninja, and then I'd pop out. They thought that was pretty funny. And then I started taking the sign in front of me, and I would like move over with it and like walk around like they couldn't see me. So that was kind of fun.
I love it, man. You only live once, man, and I feel like pre-carnivore, you wouldn't have had the energy to want to have that much fun, man. And it's like just all the blessings you can receive from being healthy and putting yourself first rather than junk food. It's amazing, man.
Emma's gonna have a whole new appreciation though, because the what is it? The mascot game, wearing these costumes. It's not easy. It's a challenge.
Yeah, it's supposed to be hot out today too.
It's hard to see. You got to be really careful. I almost kicked a kid in the head. You really got to be careful.
And make sure you drink some water before you put the helmet on. So if you get the suit on, take a nice couple chugs of water because you're gonna need it in there.
Okay, noted.
Yeah. So anyone watching locally, you want to get your picture taken with Kung Fu Panda. It's happening Friday night, Montello Theater. Doors open at 6 tonight. Show starts at 7.
And you know what? Go back to Jose. Adam sent me a photo. I didn't know who I was taking a picture with in that suit because I can't see. There was a photo with Jose. He came back for the Kung Fu Panda movie too.
Right.
So Jose came to the meetup. He went to the farm, and then he came back for the Kung Fu Pandamonium. I mean, Jose is the man. So if he's watching, shout out to Jose.
Yeah, shout out Jose.
They're watching from South Carolina, Emma.
Oh my gosh.
Wickenburg, Arizona, Western PA. Love it, dude. Alabama.
Terry's got a good point. So many doctors just want to prescribe meds, not a better diet. Yeah, that's the root cause of the problem.
That's how they make money. The more meds they prescribe, they work with the drug companies, and the drug companies are here to sell drugs, not solutions.
Yep.
That's why they're not going to like us, folks, because we're out here. We're trying to put them out of business. I don't give a damn what they think. If they're watching, they can send their thuggeronis after us, whatever, man. We're trying to put them out of business, and we're going to teach people how to go on offense instead of defense, man. Be proactive. Croatia, Europe. Wow.
Hey, there's Lynn Tucker Carnivore. She used Vistaprint only on one side, squared edge with postage is about $20. I use steak as a category to find cards, and it's easy to change font colors, etc. And hello, Emma.
Oh,
awesome.
hey.
Emma, everyone's saying hi to you now.
Cranky Carnivore says Emma. The Carnivore boss says Emma.
Brad, Carnivore.
Oh.
Go, Emma. Pets need us.
They do. They need somebody to stand up for them. And I feel like a lot of people talk about adults on Carnivore, but they don't talk about kids, and they don't talk about the animals.
Yeah, exactly.
They have to stand up for the voiceless.
Pets are perfect proof of what's happening to us humans. Same thing. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, a lot of dogs are overweight. Shouldn't be like that.
Yeah, the only species out of the millions of species on this planet that end up overweight are humans and the animals that we care for and feed.
And we think we're smarter
Yeah,
than the rest of the
brain
animals.
humans. Yeah, screwed up so bad. We got to overcomplicate it.
Braise the steaks. Yeah, Texas. Carrie, JT, and Emma. Let's go. Indianapolis. Man, I love seeing where everybody's from because it just it blows my mind when you're like, wow, this is actually getting out there.
Who's your carnivore said? I hope you clean the suit. No, we didn't. I used it after JT. Emma's using it after me. Carnivores don't get
fresh.
rashes, right, JT?
Oh man, life is good.
Luckily, it wasn't that hot out.
Toby, carnivore. My dog is carnivore. She loves liver. Let's go, Toby.
Okay, so Emma, Katie, Alyssa, what is your fourth daughter's name? I'm trying to learn them so when my husband and I come visit you guys at the theater, I know everyone's name.
Oh,
The fourth one is Lily. That she's the oldest, and she
Really like being on camera though.
yeah, she refuses to be on camera, which I totally respect. So there's actually, if you go back way in the day, like back when JT used to watch Homestead How, there's a few videos with Lily on it when she still allowed it. But there was a certain point she said, "I'm done, I'm out." And so yeah, we don't show.
She actually said hello to me for the first time last Saturday. I was there, so she's finally just starting to get used to me, and I'm over at Carrie's quite a bit.
Nice. She just got a new job, which is awesome. She's 19. Right?
yeah.
She's
Tomorrow.
and she's been doing carnivore. She was the first one that, well, yeah, she did carnivore with me before you, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you did it, and then Lily fell off, but Lily's back on carnivore now. That's the crazy thing, JT. I'm coming up on 1 year. The whole family is, 4 of us are carnivore, and most of us are ketovore carnivore. So it's not just because I'm like, oh, everyone's doing the same thing. It's just so much nicer cooking dinner together. And we're not like, oh, I'm having a salad. Oh, I'm having this. It's like 6 different meals. It was impossible.
And I bet you guys are 100 times happier and healthier than you were a year ago as a family.
Oh,
like your family is probably bonding at a way higher level now than it ever has.
Yes, except for we got this home gym set up and we went outside and we all exercised as a family. But this morning she didn't want to do it. So
and that's all right. She's still doing good.
She got the deal. Are you gonna do it tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm still gonna go out for a walk. I walk the dogs every day and the goats. The
I
goats
didn't
walk
actually
better
go
than
over
them.
to there because it was too cold.
Oh yeah, guys, he has the heat on right now. I'm sweating. He has a heater right here. It's 1,000,000 degrees in here.
See, now my wife, she's colder now than she's ever been on carnivore. And for me, pre-carnivore, I was always freezing. Now that I'm on carnivore, I'm always hot. Like, has that switched for either of you two?
For me, I'm usually colder when I'm just doing something like this. But like I go outside with my shoes off in the snow. So, but yeah, overall I'm colder. I feel like the fat was keeping me warm before or something. I don't know. That was
I feel like I'm hotter now, Carrie. That I not in that way, but I'm warm all the time, man. I'm sweating like a pig all the time.
That's a good question. What do you guys got in the comments? If you lost some weight on carnivore, are you cold all the time now or warm all the time? What are you, Emma? Any difference?
Both.
Hot and cold all
Depends
the
on the weather.
Raquel, so true, JT. Most people feed their dogs and cats horrible food. It's like eating Snickers for every meal. Yeah, it's terrible.
Hey, Cranky Carnivore, you got a good idea there, but you messed it up a little bit. How awesome would it be to see a YouTube channel named Leak featuring Lily, Emma, Alyssa, Katie? It would actually be Lake, Lily, Alyssa, Katie, Emma. That's the
order.
Somehow it worked out that way, but that's actually the order it worked out to.
And now is Alyssa gonna?
Kale, there we go, Kale.
Is Alyssa gonna make the jump and get a channel? Because I know we got Outdoor Katie, we got Carnivore Emma.
Does Alyssa have any interest in doing a channel?
I'm not sure. I hope so.
She helps with the other
More
ones.
the better.
When I did that Costco live stream the other day, a lot of people were like, "Oh, good job, Emma," and I'm like, "That's Alyssa." They sound the same, but Alyssa didn't want to be on camera. So again, I respected that. She's like, "I'll hold the camera, Dad, but I'm not doing it." So
and your girls did so good at the meetup, man, and especially the Kung Fu Panda, because that was Pandamonium too, man. We had Pandamonium all day at that theater, and you guys held it down, man.
That was great. That was the ultimate test. Legitimately, after 1.5 years of running the theater, we've sold out a handful of times, but this was the busiest one. where we had to shut people away. It was like quarter to 4, and we're like done. JT, I never had this happen before where I was saying to Jen, I'm like, should we just start the movie at 4? It's automatically turns on at 4, but I'm like, they're just going to sit there for 15 minutes now. No one else is coming. Why don't we just turn it on now? It's crazy.
It was awesome, man. I absolutely love it, man. I love that experience. It was amazing.
I missed meeting Lily. News and info, Joe. Hey, Joe. Yeah, Lily is, she doesn't like to be on camera. She's a little shy, but she opens up sometimes, but she's usually off to the side a little bit.
Give her some time. We don't want to, when you chase people, they either fight or flight, and we don't want that.
Right? Yeah. If she doesn't want to be on camera, I've been perfectly fine with that. She can do her own thing.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna go edit my video so I can post it tomorrow for you guys. It was nice talking.
Hey, Emma, can I show you this commercial quick?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, let me bring it up for you. Here it is. Hold on. I gotta share my screen quick, and then I'll let you go, Emma.
Okay.
Share screen. Right here. This now I'm not endorsing the food, but I thought they had a good message. Is it okay if I play it, Carrie?
Yeah, go for it. Or do I got to click it?
All their life.
Oh, did you do it?
I clicked it. Yep.
No living being should ever eat processed food for every single meal of their life. Good, real food is simple. It looks like food. It smells like food. It's what dogs are supposed to be eating. We really don't want people to think of feeding food like ours as spoiling their dogs.
It's amazing to me how many people write in about their dogs changing for the better. The farmer's dog is just our way to help people take care of them.
Oh,
How awesome is that? Now I just love that the message is there, and I agree. The first message is good, not to eat processed food, but then we shouldn't think of feeding our dogs carnivore as spoiling them. It's just what they should be eating.
exactly. Yeah.
They deserve.
That's some great. That's a great ad too, by the way.
I know. I saw that because it just hit me, man. As soon as you see this poor dog like just having to eat this junk, man, it sinks in. So I thought you would find that interesting, Emma.
Yeah, thank you.
No problem.
Awesome. All right, Emma. Good luck on your video.
Okay, bye guys. Bye, JT.
Have a great day. Have fun in the panda suit, Emma.
Thank you.
The feral grandma. I'm too warm at night, but cooler during the day. News and info warmer. Susan Hampton, 8 months carnivore colder. We'll see when summer gets here, though.
It's so weird. People are like 50-50, like my wife, man. Some are getting warmer, some are getting colder.
Don't sweat as much.
It's
I'm
amazing.
too warm now at night, but I don't want to switch the furnace on just yet. Maybe next month. I almost never have hot flashes anymore, so that's amazing. I think temperature-wise, sometimes I get colder, but in general, I do prefer colder weather over hot Texas weather.
Good for you, Raquel.
That food is still way, way better than kibble for sure. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, if you can't go full carnivore, that would be a way, way better. Man, and when we say kibble too, like I don't know if you guys have ever gone down the rabbit hole of there. Shout out Carnivore Soldier Larry. He sent me some good info on what's in dog food. And it's not just that it's processed and deficient of nutrients that the dog needs. There's a lot of bad stuff going on with dog food and the packaging for dog food. It's really eye-opening and pretty scary.
Yeah, my dog's vet, I took them both in for just normal 1-year checkups, and the vet was so pissed off at me that I had my dogs on carnivore. And he was like, man, you gotta be having them on the dry food. He's like, there's a lot of nutrients in there that they won't be getting from the meat. I thought to myself, like, what the hell? What are you talking about? Meat has all the nutrients. It's like I had some vegan try to tell me that the Impossible beef was better than real beef.
Right.
They said because it's loaded with all sorts of nutrients that the meat does. And I'm like, dude, are you delusional, man? You're so delusional.
It's so backwards. There, in part of that video talking about the dog food, they talked about how veterinarians are, I don't want to say corrupt, but maybe more so confused on the whole thing. And they all have that same message that your vet had. And like just common sense, like a 5-year-old could figure this out. What would a dog eat in the wild? It wouldn't be dry food, and it would just be thriving. It's just common sense stuff.
What
But
factory was producing this dry food? I mean, how could they get the dry food naturally? That makes no sense. And the vet told me, he's like, well, he's like, dogs are like humans. He's like, we're not true carnivores. He's like, we can't just eat meat. I was just like, uh-huh. And I'm standing there talking to him in my Healing Humanity shirt. I was like, don't even get me started.
right, you're talking to the wrong guy here, buddy. Yeah.
Don't even get me started.
A lot of the veterinarians,
go skadoosh like Kung Fu Panda and make them disappear. Skadoosh.
similar to how similar to like the doctor situation, but a lot of veterinarians' money comes from these pet food companies.
Yeah, just like other doctors from unhealthy pets. The more unhealthy your pet is, the more they can make money off your ass. Like they
And
don't.
a lot of the studies too.
Dogs.
A lot of these studies too come from these pet food companies where, oh, it's just a coincidence at the end of this biased study that if you really dig into it, the conclusion is the animals should eat kibble that's devoid of any nutrient whatsoever. It's just craziness.
No, and if you think about it too, you don't want to feed the dogs like real fatty food because a dog isn't going to be taking down a big cow in the wild. They're going to be eating rabbits, mice, birds, chickens, smaller things that are very lean, and at least that's just my opinion. I don't think a lot of dogs in the wild would have taken down a big, huge animal. I think they would have eaten smaller animals.
Right. Hey, what's
Let
this?
us spin the random wheel of proper human diet discussions.
Time to spin it.
Let's spin it.
Time
Let
to
us
spin it.
spin the random wheel of proper human diet
All right, here we go.
discussions.
Telling you, we got the podcast, man.
JT. Oh, there we go. I thought you were going to get regrets. Cooking tips. What do you got for us on cooking tips? Carnivore.
Man, add in that Malden salt flakes, because I had that. Brett, shout out to Brett, who's your carnivore. He cooked up the steaks after the meetup, and I sprinkled so much of the Malden's salt flakes on there, and damn, that was one of the best New York strips I've ever had. Between Brett's cooking and that salt, so man, yeah. Or you can't get that salt, get the Redmonds. But yeah, if you're new to carnivore, check out the Malden Maldon salt flakes. You're gonna love that stuff. It's making me drool right now.
I know, it's crazy. Shout out also Adam from Carnivore Today, my good buddy. He just sent me a package, just out of the blue. He sent me the Malden salt that you ate. That was from Adam. I was like, oh, what's this? I'll try it. I'm hooked. I love the Redmond salt too, by the way, because it's got good stuff in it. But I got to be careful too, because I don't know. Some people are like, well, the Redmond salt, where it comes from, it's got all the minerals, it's got all this good stuff in. Do we know if the Malden says? I don't know, but the Malden stuff is fantastic. It tastes so good. My cooking tip, JT just stole it, would be using that. But the other thing is Wagyu beef tallow. I know I mentioned this on the previous one, but man, I get this Wagyu beef tallow off of Amazon. It's all about fat on carnivore. A lot of people don't get enough fat. If you get a cast iron skillet, Wagyu beef tallow, or just regular beef tallow, and you sear the steak in that, and then you put that Malden salt on afterwards, I am telling you, it is like next level.
I'm drooling, Gary.
I like it better than the reverse sear, which I never thought I would say. I thought the reverse sear, cherry smoke on a ribeye, and then you sear it was the best way to eat a steak. And I actually did a steak in my air fryer, low and slow, and then I put it in the cast iron with Wagyu and then the Malden salt, and it was better than the reverse sear. It's absolutely incredible.
One last tip for new carnivores: make sure you put those steaks on the side and you hit that fat on the pan. I'm telling you, man, it makes that fat, when you do cut into it, it just melts in your mouth. It's so good. But you want to turn those steaks on the side and fry up the fat too.
Yeah. 100%. Hey, and anyone in the comments, if you got any quick cooking tips, let us know. Shout out, I keep stealing this, but Rick, Charger Mopar Rick suggested this a couple episodes back. It was just a simple tip, but he was absolutely right. He said when you cook your eggs in a cast iron skillet in tallow, they should be swimming. He said they should be swimming. And when I used to do it, I would just put a little spoonful of tallow, and it was barely enough to cover the pan. And I took Rick's advice, and it's a game changer. It's so much easier to flip the eggs. The eggs get a nice little crisp around them, and you're getting that fatty tallow, which increases the fat content, and it just tastes better. So there, I just stole Rick's comment. But if anyone else has cooking comments, leave them in the sidebar. It's always fun to hear. It works too. There we go.
You know, after the podcast today, I've got a cooking video coming out, how to make a Juicy Lucy burger.
Nice.
And you guys, I'm telling you, if you're not making Juicy Lucy's, you are missing out right now. You just want to get some. I get the Wisconsin cheese curds, but you can get some nice cheese curds. Take a ball of them, squish it together, then roll meat all around that ball. Get that ball in the middle of a meat patty, and then fry that thing up. Oh my gosh. And you bite into that, and the meat is so juicy, and then you've got nothing but cheese that just oozes out at you. It's a Juicy Lucy. Oh. So check that video out after the podcast ends. I'll show you how to make a Juicy Lucy.
That's going to be fun. Nothing but truth said, I want to share something, but too embarrassing to ask here with so many people watching.
You can send us an email.
Yeah, shoot an email, homesteadhow@gmail.com. Happy to answer it.
Absolutely.
It's to do with the toilet. Hey, we talk about toilet and diarrhea and farting and all that stuff, but feel free to email if you're more comfortable.
Toilet, you're dead.
Right? Hey, I got a video coming out later today too. Carnivore motivation, but in the video I answer the question, why? Why should you do carnivore? Why should you stay motivated to do carnivore? Because one thing I'm finding, JT, is there's a lot of people on here already know their why and they're doing it, but there's a lot of people that get stuck in sort of this limbo. Maybe I should do it, maybe I shouldn't. And then when you're in a limbo like that and you don't pull the trigger, you just tend to keep doing whatever you were doing. So I talk about that a little bit. And I also talk about, I had a couple people say to me when they came here, they're like, man, you got the movie theater, everything's going so great. I just can't imagine how you were so depressed before. And I think I was able to answer that question very clearly in this video. It was another little walk and talk in the woods. So I got that one coming out later today if anyone's interested in checking that one out. I feel
like before carnivore, we weren't really living. We were just going through the motions.
Yeah.
You know, because that's what you're supposed to do. And you're not truly happy. You're not truly feeling good. You're not truly excited about your passions. You start even things that you love to do, you start losing interest in it. And man, that just sucks, man, when you're caught in that type of anxiety and depression and you're just and unhealthiness. Like we just weren't living to our full potential. But now, yeah, man, he's got a theater. He's having fun, and I'm driving out there to jump in suits, man. And it's so awesome that Carrie lets me come out there and have fun with his customers, you know, and it's something I would have never had the energy for. I would have never had this much fun pre-carnivore.
Yeah, well, hey, I appreciate you, JT. It's been a huge blessing. JT came up with this whole idea, 50 kids free at Montello Theater, and it was just awesome.
We're doing it again for Minions.
Yes, let's go.
We're doing it again for Minions because I absolutely love the Minions. I think they're just so cute, man. And man, the general population are like Minions, man. They're looking for a good leader. You know, if you watch the movie, they like a good leader. And I feel like with Carrie at the helm of this movie, man, you guys got a good leader in him, and he's not going to steer you wrong, man. He's gonna put his story out there, and it's not medical advice, but it's what's helped him. And if you guys want to choose to try to help yourself, go for it. You know, you guys got a good one with Carrie.
I'm pretty sure the first movie we played at Montello Theater after we did the throwback to Back to the Future was Minions, the last Minions movie that came out.
Really?
Yeah. I'm trying to think which. I'm pretty sure. Maybe I'm messing that up. But I think it wasn't there one like a year and a half ago.
Yeah. Yep.
That was the first one we played.
They sell a lot of tickets. They make a lot of money.
Yeah.
And I love the kids movies because the kids can't be there without the adults. So you've got the adults, you've got the kids. It's like a family atmosphere, a lot of energy. And it's like, it's way better than going to just an adult movie where you just got a bunch of stiff adults, man. I love the family movies.
Oh, first Rick said, we got to try engine cooking. That would be a fun YouTube video for sure.
Just wrap it in tinfoil, throw it on the engine, drive to work. It should be ready by the time you get there.
I didn't have any foil. When we filmed Dr. Barry and I had to drive all the way down there, I brought some Powerball with. I ate it cold, and I was thinking that, but I didn't have any foil to put it in. I'm like, I'm just gonna eat it cold. Primal Mike says
yours gets a little warm.
Yeah. That's what I always say. The meat on your plate should be swimming in fats. Mine usually swim in beef tallow, even if the beef is already fatty. I put heck loads of fat on it, 100%.
Oh, could you put Vicky Y's comment on there from 1049? I just wanted to. I appreciate
Oh,
that.
sorry, I missed one.
You're okay.
Amanda's violin. I had 4 days of terrible migraines. Please pray it gets better. Oh, I'm sorry, Amanda. We'll pray for you. Hope it gets better.
Yep, get some fat in you and get some rest. Turn down the lights and yeah, just try to relax. Do your best. I appreciate this because she says good luck with the search this weekend. I appreciate that, Vicky, because this weekend I'm going out on Sunday. If you guys would like to join me, I made a community post. It's under my community tab. I'm going to be looking for a little boy, a little Wisconsin boy. He's 3 years old, and we're still looking for him. And I'm going to be looking again to try to find this little boy. We need to find him, dead or alive. He deserves to be found. So, and I know a bunch of you guys said you're going to come out and help me, and I'll meet you guys out there. I'll be there at 8:30 at High Cliff Park. All the info's on my page. God bless all you guys willing to help, and anybody who watches Elijah Vu's videos and just keeps them alive and keeps them going, because without that support, the police will just say we're not putting no more resources to finding this kid, and we got to get him found. So thank you, Vicky. It means a lot.
"15 days on lion diet, over the road trucker, and I've learned the hard way. It's not a fart." Yeah.
Yeah, don't trust your farts when you start carnivore. Do not trust a fart. Um, Err on the side of caution. Sit down, and if it's air, it's air. If it's not, you'll be glad that you didn't play that, because I'm telling you, you do not want to play Russian roulette when you're on carnivore, man.
That should be a new T-shirt. Never trust a carnivore fart
Yes, no.
or fasting fart. Fasting farts are scary too.
Man, so many comments, you guys. Keep them coming. I love the
Yeah.
energy. You guys got energy for the weekend.
Lupita, apologize for not knowing, but when is the documentary coming out and where to watch? Perhaps someone in the chat can tell me. Newbie here. We're aiming for summer of next year. We're aiming with high aspirations to get it on the big screen. So that's the goal right now. Let me see. And where to watch. So we're hoping you can watch it on the big screen and then possibly streaming after. Initially, our goal was Netflix just because they have the biggest reach, but our goal is bigger than that now to get on the big screen and then maybe some of the streaming services. So we don't have an official time and place for that yet. We're still filming the documentary, but we're aiming for summer of next year. So stay tuned.
Everybody, she said she's a newbie, so put a shout out to Lupita in there. Make her feel welcome. Because that's how us carnivores get down, man. We got open arms to everybody. So shout out to Lupita.
Should we do a whole episode about fart comments? And
Yeah, well, yeah, that's a hell of a time to tune in the podcast. We're talking about never trusting a fart, man. They're like,
right?
What am I watching?
If you would have tuned in about 20 minutes earlier, we were talking about diarrhea and how to know if you're eating too much fat or not. Good stuff.
There we go. Everybody's shouting out Lupita. That's awesome. And I'm telling you, and newbie or not, you don't have to be a pro. Like, everybody starts somewhere. You have to start somewhere, otherwise you'll never get anywhere. Like, every journey it starts with a step, you know?
Yeah, Lupita, you're gonna love the carnivore community for sure. It's aside from carnivore and all that stuff, man. Imagine I never found carnivore, JT, just for the community alone. It's been crazy. It's so nice.
Here, it's like the moon landing. It's one small step for a carnivore, but the carnivore diet is one giant leap for mankind when we get this movie out, man. It's reversed. You know, it's a small step for a carnivore, but it's going to be a big leap for mankind. So you got to start somewhere. You have to.
Yeah, we were talking about this a little earlier. I just did a little quick walk and talk live stream, and I just want to mention it again one more time because a bunch of new people just jumped on here. If you've been, no matter how long you've been doing carnivore, I just had this thought, and it's really kind of a powerful thing to think about. Think about right now, if you never decided to do carnivore, really think about it. Where would you be right now if you continued doing whatever you were doing before you started carnivore? Charger Mopar Rick, who's been doing this for decades now, was like, yeah, that is really interesting to think about that way. just alone, let alone all the health improvements, it would have been such a shame for all the people that I met. I never would have met. Just
It
the people
scares
alone.
me to even try to think of what type of darkness I would be in
Yeah.
without Carnivore, man. Honestly, man, it frightens the hell out of me, man.
I probably would have had to go in and get surgery on my foot because that was the worst thing for me leading up to Carnivore. Like I was legitimately, we would go to Walmart, grocery store. I was riding those mobility scooters. My foot hurt so bad. And I avoided surgery on my foot because of Carnivore. It's just crazy. So I probably would have had
Imagine
surgery
that
on my
version of you, and then sitting there on a mobility scooter, right? And then this version of Carrie walks in, and he's like, "Dude, what's wrong with you, bro?
right.
What's going on?" That's how far you've come, bro.
I want to do a video like this because JT, sometimes people get mad at me at my videos. I know I get it. I get a little passionate. I get a little fired. Sometimes I start yelling at the camera, but I was thinking about it. I said this earlier. I'm like, I think a lot of times I'm yelling at my former self. Like, what are you doing? And I got to be careful because sometimes people watching, they're like, dude, why are you yelling at me? Leave me alone. But I think I'm going to do a video like that. What would I tell my former self? Because, man, what?
You got that clip of you in the store riding on the scooter.
Yeah.
You try to go back to that same store and walk in that same direction and film yourself and saying, this is the difference, man. I was going to the store like this. Now this is how I go to the store. It's
Right.
just people love seeing those comparisons, man. I love seeing it.
On the foot thing, though, I was just thinking this. So I would have had surgery on my foot, right? But I still would have had the problem because the root cause of the problem was obviously my nutrition. I suffered from 18 months from gout in that foot, a year and a half, and it was getting worse and worse and worse. It's completely gone now. Had I gotten that surgery, it might have given me a temporary relief for a couple of months, but it would have just came back because it was just the food I was eating. So, man, I would be in such a horrible place a year later. I would have had that surgery, then I would have been so upset that what the heck, I did the surgery and now my foot's hurting again, and whatever else problems would have compounded after that.
Yeah,
And then the
between the
depression and
pills
the anxiety and the
surgery,
sleep apnea. It's just crazy.
it's crazy. The pills and the surgery, Carrie, they were making money on you, man, and now you're out of that vicious cycle, that vicious circle, man. You've left it. Proud of you.
Yeah, imagine for Rick. That's really when it gets impactful because we always think right in the here and now. I don't snore anymore now. I don't have anxiety now. But Rick doing this for like 40 plus years. Imagine if we didn't do Carnivore 40 years from now. How many of us would have cancer or Alzheimer's or dementia or all those problems compounded and then all the medication? Man, we should do a video just on that topic. What it could be. Because I always tell people that say, well, I don't know about my why. After meeting Jeff DeProsperous and after meeting other people that have just gone through some amazing, crazy things, that's why enough for me is that just the fact that I don't have chronic inflammation anymore for decades and decades that could lead to potentially getting cancer or maybe having a stroke or maybe getting Alzheimer's disease. I'm
And I
really
don't
not
think,
worried about those things anymore.
absolutely. I mean to cut you out. I don't think Jeff's the only one who's living past when they thought they would be gone. You know what I'm saying? With
Right.
Carnivore, I think it has given all of us extra days, man, to smile and be happy and live to the fullest, man. Really,
Yeah.
man. How
You
many of us wouldn't be here right now if it wasn't Carnivore?
You said it right there too. Live to the fullest. That's what Jeff is doing. Living to the fullest potential. That's what most carnivore. I think that's why we love carnivores so much. Most carnivores you meet, you're always like, why do I like that person so much? Because they're living their life to the fullest potential. They're full of joy. And that's what it should be. That's what all humans should be. But to your earlier point, most people on the standard American diet aren't doing that. They're just going along to get along and they're doing the bare minimum. It's not their fault. They're putting the wrong fuel in the tank and they're barely getting by. We should do a video on that. That'd be fun. Like what
Dr. Kilt says, man, when you're putting that junk in your gut, it starts fermenting. And when you ferment, you make alcohol. Your body makes a natural alcohol, and you're gonna have headaches, you're gonna have migraines, you're gonna have brain fog, you're gonna have fatigue. You're gonna basically have a natural state of drunkenness that you're in, and you're not gonna live to your full potential because you're damn near drunk from your own gut. And it's scary to think that that's what I was drinking alcohol on top of natural fermenting junk in my gut. So
right.
I mean, the brain fog, yeah, no wonder I had brain fog. I was fermenting crap in my gut all the time, man.
And the toll that took on your gut, the amount of energy. And then when you compound that over like 40 years in Rick's case, 40 years of your stomach unnecessarily processing complete and utter waste that your body didn't need. What kind of toll and how many years does that take off of your body?
And I wonder why I had IBS. And
right.
I wondered why my gut always felt like crap.
And why were you sick often and with colds and this and that? Because your immune system was compromised because your body's expending all of this wasted energy to process all this garbage you don't need and alcohol and all this stuff.
Yeah, and if anybody's struggling with drinking, you just remember, man, you don't need it. Remember the times it makes you feel sick. Just remember how good it doesn't make you feel. Like you might feel good for a little bit when you're starting to get drunk, but everybody knows, man, when you're puking your guts out and you've got a hangover and a headache and stuff, that stuff wasn't good for you. So if you're struggling with it, I did too, but I'm so glad I do not drink anymore. So you guys can do it too.
Also, do you still use butter when on Lion Diet? Most people don't. I did. I started Lion Diet like two weeks ago, and I called it Bee Lion. I do butter and Lion because last time I did Lion, I just wasn't getting enough fat, and I don't seem to have an issue with butter. I always tell people there's always these like strict rules. Can I do this? Can I do this? I'm always like, you can do whatever you want. You can do. People do carnivore with coffee. I choose not to. I choose to do Lion with butter. So
K-Day, Rob and the Carnivorous Grandma's in the chat too. She and Carrie, she felt like she wasn't getting enough fat on the Lion Diet as well, and she felt very fatigued and stuff.
yeah.
So maybe she should have added in some butter to her. So I mean, as cool as the Lion Diet is, make sure you guys are getting your fat on that diet because I don't want to see you guys go to Lion and then not feel as good as you would have on Carnivore. So just keep that in mind if you're trying Lion Diet. Make sure you get that fat. I know it's called, you just have the beef, the salt, and the water, but you have to add in butter, man. Nobody's going to get on you about it.
Amanda's Violin and Adventures. My trousers are too big for me now, but I'm not buying a smaller size yet because in another few months, my size will be even smaller. 100%.
Go to Goodwill and pick up one or two of them. That way you don't have to buy a new wardrobe, but you can get something that fits nice in the meantime. And then when that doesn't fit, give it to Goodwill and go get another pair. And then when you know you've landed at your goal weight, then go get the wardrobe. But me and my wife, we've just been going to Goodwill, getting a few things here and there because we're still transitioning. And you don't want to buy a full wardrobe. I already did that. I made that mistake.
Me too.
I went from a double XL to a medium, and I bought larges, right? Because I went from a double XL. I said, I got to be a large. I bought a whole bunch of larges, and I was swimming in the large. Now I'm in a medium shirt. So just go to Goodwill or thrift shop and get one or two items just so and then you're going to feel good. When you get in those new clothes, even though if it's one or two shirts or shorts or something, just something, a real small purchase. But when you go home and you're like, holy crap, I've never fit into this size before. It's going to hype you up so much more to keep going towards your goal weight. So that would be my suggestion.
Yeah, it's a really good point too, because I made the same mistake. I think a lot of people do because you're so happy. I lost this weight. Oh, I could fit into this size, whatever now. I bought a bunch of stuff too, and it doesn't fit me anymore. I had to take it to Goodwill and then buy some more. It's a good problem to have, but
yeah, it's a great problem to have, man. And then when you put on that new clothes, man, you feel so good. You're like, damn, dude. I still, you guys don't understand. Every morning when I get up and put on a medium shirt, I'm proud of myself. It makes me so grateful and happy that I got on this diet because my whole adult life, I've never been able to fit in a medium shirt. Never. Since I was 18, at 18, I couldn't fit in a medium shirt. I was a chubby dubby, but now I'm in a medium shirt. I'm feeling good, man. So you guys get excited about your new size. Get excited about the healing. And I know I get excited about the weight loss, but it's really, man, it's about getting rid of the anxiety, the depression, the IBS, the back pain, and most importantly, that damn sleep apnea I had that almost killed me, man. I had that near-death experience, and I do not have any of those experiences anymore on Carnivore, man. I have like a near heavenly experience now. You know, like I'm on cloud 9 all the time. I'm feeling great.
People are always so nice, JT, and they're like, Carrie, you're looking so good. And my initial response is always, I'm thankful that they say that, but I'm like, I'm feeling even better. And that's the truth.
I remember when I set up my first interview with you, you said, man, JT, wait till you hit day 100. You're going to feel superhuman. man, I feel beyond superhuman, Carrie. I feel, I just feel amazing, man, and what I feel happy, and that makes me just overjoyed, man. I feel happy, and that's why I love those photos you shared earlier. Like I see those people smiling. I know they feel happy too, man. I hate it when people don't feel happy.
Right?
Know that they have the potential to be happy as all get out, and we can get there. We just need to treat ourselves properly.
100%. Yeah. And that's the thing too. Like when I was so deeply depressed, I would get everything to just be normal, but I'm not even normal. I'm the opposite. I'm totally, like you said, I'm totally happy all the time, but that's what it should be. That's what all, I believe humanity all would default have a smile on their face if they were just putting the proper fuel in the tank.
Absolutely, man.
Awesome. Let's see here. We got a couple more comments.
Song Babe says Chubby Dubby. Hashtag Chubby Dubby. Yes, let's go. I was a Chubby Dubby, and if some people are still Chubby Dubbies right now, there's nothing wrong with that. Everybody's got to start somewhere. But it feels so good to get in that medium shirt, man. It's
Hey,
it's amazing, man.
I just want to say I love that point. Like if you are a chubby dubby, I keep saying chubby dubby, the second you decide I'm going to do something about it, you don't have to have any shame anymore. I remember I was so fat. You get shame. You're like, man, I really let myself go, this, that, whatever the reason may be. But the second you decide I'm going to be the captain of my own ship, I'm going to take control, you're better than most of the people out there that are just still going along to get along. So
Yeah, never be embarrassed about where you're at. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody makes decisions in life that aren't the best for us. But what matters is not your past doesn't define you. It's what you choose to do today. So if you made bad decisions in the past, you can start making good decisions today. That's why it's like, the past is the past, in the future, it's not guaranteed, but today is the present. That's why it's called the present. It's a gift. It's a gift from God for you to start the slate clean and to make new decisions. So that's why the present is called, today's called the present, because it is a present. It's a gift. And man, what a gift, man, to make new decisions.
yeah. Darlene said, Emma, I've switched my dogs to carnivore because of you. Oh, that's awesome. I think Emma's watching. If she's not, I'm going to relay that to her because that'll put
Shout
a
out to
big
Emma.
She's got another video coming out on that topic. So, but her cats too. Her cat's doing it too. So,
I do
we got a
notice
new
the
member,
positive,
Richard Merrill, new member. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. I've been doing a lot more.
Let's
More
go.
member stuff. Every Thursday at 2, we do a members only live stream. And my big 1-year video that's coming up next week, I'm releasing that to the members a couple days before. So the members are going to see it first. Every penny we get from memberships goes towards the documentary. So we really appreciate
That's
it.
why we need the memberships to grow. And just so you guys know, you can gift memberships, and they go anonymously to anybody in the chat. And you can gift up to 50 memberships. And after the first 30 days, it goes on to them whether they want to renew it. It's not going to just keep renewing on your credit card. You give 30 days to people, and that's what they get. And if they want to renew it, they can do it. But you can gift up to 50 memberships, and we could really start making this army strong. And all that money goes to help making this documentary. Like my gramps used to tell me, man, you can hope in one hand and shit in the other, and you'll see which one fills up quicker. We can hope in one hand to do this documentary, and you can hope all you want, but the money is actually going to get this thing done. So we don't want to shit in the other hand. We want to get it done.
Yeah, we totally appreciate it. We got a really good membership group going now. We did a couple members only videos with Dr. Barry, and a lot of the lighting that we purchased was from membership funds. Every penny we're getting from memberships, shirts, all that goes towards the documentary. So we really appreciate it. I was just seeing this stat. Someone was doing another documentary, and they were talking about how hard it is. They were like, that Netflix documentary they recently did that all these actors and actresses in it, millions of dollars, and took them 7 years to do it. We're trying to do something that exceeds what they're doing, all being crowdfunded. So I'm so thankful and blessed and grateful for what we've done so far. It's just incredible how much we've been able to raise, and the fact that it's all unbiased crowdfunded. We don't have some impossible burger company sponsoring us, and then we have this biased.
We wouldn't let them. We wouldn't let them, bro. We wouldn't let them. And I just wanted to bring up it's tax season, and instead of going out and buying something goofy that you're gonna regret, go on here and give 50 memberships, and you get that tax money. Let Uncle Sam pay for a couple memberships, and you're gonna feel good about it. And I'm telling you, everything you give out, you get back. So just remember that this year, instead of getting something goofy with the tax return, maybe just try to, you can keep the rest, spend it, but like maybe try to give somebody a membership, and you're going to feel good about yourself too.
Absolutely. Awesome. Well, should we wrap it up there, JT? This has been a lot of fun.
Oh man, I'm telling you, I got so much energy for the weekend, man. I'm ready, bro. I'm ready. I love it. I love hanging out here with you. I love that Emma came here and made an appearance. I love everybody in the chat. I really appreciate you guys. I hope you guys have a blessed weekend.
Yeah. Thank you guys so much. Really appreciate it. And go check out JT's channel, linked in the description below. He's got a video coming out today. After his is out, I got one coming out later today too. So check them out. And yeah, thank you guys so much. Really appreciate y'all. Have a good day.
Love you guys. Beep.
Beep, beep, beep.